Hello, and welcome to a new episode of Cade and Joaquin Talk at You. Joaquin is lost at sea still because he's went on a shrimp boating expedition that sunk, and now he's living amongst whales in the ocean. So we have a special guest again this week, star of the new film Immortality that comes out sometime in July, Audrey.
Woo. Am I supposed to introduce myself?
Yeah, I don't care what you do. You can say whatever you want. We have an hour that gets cut down to 40 minutes.
I think it's co-star of Immortality.
Yeah, but that's still a starring role.
I guess.
Name's on the poster.
That's true.
That's a big deal. You went from
literally only getting killed.
Yeah, getting killed in one or two other films.
And then the one that's never going to see.
And the one that will never see the light of day. Isaac,
yeah.
I gave those to Isaac to edit, and he has lost the SD cards.
That makes sense. I
think it's a gift from the universe.
Yeah.
Because he was excited. He was so excited.
Really?
I feel terrible for making you do that film.
I feel like at the time it wasn't bad.
At the
probably
time,
looking back on it, if I probably saw any clips from it, I would be mortified.
Yeah.
But in the moment, it wasn't terrible.
I definitely...
Also, my hair color drastically changed halfway through it.
Did it?
That was a continuity thing. I had very, very light blue hair, and then I went to re-dye it, and I accidentally ended up with bright blue hair for the second half, and then you were like, it's fine, I'm gonna filter that. I'll put a filter on it.
Oh my god. That is a lot of skill that I don't have.
Yeah, and because I remember I came back and I was like, so I had a situation, because it wasn't on purpose, because I specifically was like, oh, I have to keep the same hair color.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I dyed my hair, it just didn't.
Yeah, it just turned bright blue.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I remember you saying that, but I do remember looking at your hair, and this could also just be me not paying enough attention. I was like, it's blue.
Yes, it was blue before, but it was almost platinum, and then it went to bright blue.
Uh-huh. It wasn't more of a neon blue when we were on the second half, I think.
Yeah.
And we got good memories from that. I have a hilarious picture of you walking towards me, very angry for some reason, on my phone.
Yeah, and the fake blood and stuff. That was
fake
fun.
Blood when me and Joaquin wore your tank tops.
Yes, I was thinking about that the other day, actually. Because I was like, oh yeah, I have tank tops, and they were little crop tops. Y'all were imagining wife beaters.
I didn't know what I was imagining, but I definitely don't know why. I was like, yeah, this will be comfortable.
Why did we have to do that?
Because what we had decided was for the microphones we were using, we were going to tape them to our chests. But because it was 100 degrees each day, we would sweat the tape off. So we were like, what's a solution that we can do? And then I shaved my chest for the first time. And then we tried that out, and that absolutely didn't work. It made it slicker, if anything. And then you're like, oh, I have tank tops. And then we tried those. And I don't know if they worked.
Wouldn't it have been more logical for you guys to bring your own tank tops first before you tape them to your chest?
I think we were in the middle of doing everything. We were like, oh,
no,
tank tops
I remember
don't
that.
work.
I remember we were in the middle of it. But theoretically beforehand, wait, was this all in the same day that you guys thought of taping it?
I think so.
Okay.
I also just realized something, and that's, for that film, I wore your pants.
Yes.
But how did we switch pants?
I forced you to go into the women's restroom.
Okay.
Because I was like, I'm not going into the men's. And I still don't think we got a good shot of the trick, because neither of us knew how to do
No, we didn't know how to do a kickflip. The film was called Kickflip, and neither of us could kickflip.
That was really smart.
Yeah, I think we went in with
I actually know people that
training.
can do kickflips. I don't know why we didn't get one of if I had planned that out in advance, I could have had somebody I knew who knew how to do a kickflip come just for that day in order to do one for the shot at the feet. But
we got there.
Did you also have to wear my shoes, or no?
No, because I also had Vans on, and because it was such a quick shot, just the shape of the shoe would have been fine. I don't know. Do we have the same sized feet? Oh no, I'm not wearing shoes.
Why do my feet look bigger?
I don't know why your foot looks so much bigger than mine. Let's bring it up in the frame.
Wait. Okay, wait. With a shoe?
With the shoe.
Wait. Yeah, no, my foot looks bigger.
I think it's just because you have you have
let
toe room. Oh no, now mine's a little bigger. You just have huge shoes.
I don't know. They're comfortable.
Yeah, but there's a lot of it's almost like clown shoe length.
They feel like they fit. Okay, well now I can't get it back on.
You do. Let me hold your microphone. Okay. Oh, okay.
we go.
As soon as I'm handed it. Oh, do I have to put it up again?
Yeah. Because now, okay, maybe my shoes are too
I
big.
think. Well, no, it doesn't matter if your shoes are too big.
Because they feel like they fit to me.
Yeah, I mean, if they feel good, then you're rocking your shoes.
True.
That's the rule of shoes. It's like when you sent me those fucking Frankenstein shoes that you had.
Oh yes, I have
huge.
a lot of those.
How do you walk
I'm living
those?
in minimalism right now because I am with my parents, but I don't have any of my belongings because it is all packed up. So I have 2 pairs of shoes right now, and that's been a hard thing for me to do.
Is it one pair of regular shoes and then big Frankenstein shoes?
No, I don't have any big Frankenstein shoes right now, which is not...
That's so out of character.
I know. I'm being humbled, I think.
You are.
Because I can't
You can't
get stared at when I go to the store.
You like when people are like, oh my god,
I like
the monster comes. Get the torches.
I like it when people look at me and they're like, oh, that's a cool outfit. But I don't want anybody to speak to me, so I like slightly want to scare them. Mm-hmm. So they're like, oh, she looks cool, but I'm not going to approach her.
But if I get close, she's going to have a knife.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's a good energy to give off.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is a good mindset to have, but I like to, when I see someone with a tattoo, I like to compliment their tattoo if I do like it. Like if it's something dumb, if it's like a guy... It's just a guy, like a guy sitting. No, I'd like that. I think that'd be really funny if that's a tattoo. Just a guy.
No, I think
sitting
sometimes
and staring.
I think the more stupid tattoos are funnier.
They're so good.
As long as you just compliment their tattoo and then you don't try and be like, oh, I like your tattoo. I'm gonna get this one, and this one.
Yeah.
That shit is so like I get secondhand embarrassment when people do that because I'm like the person that you're complimenting. I don't think they care.
Yeah, they don't want to know about your tattoos.
Like
they're
and
like,
then giving
cool,
like the
compliment.
meanings, especially if they have a lot that have like stupid tattoos.
Yeah.
And they start giving them tattoos and they're like, oh, because of this, and they like say a meaning, and the person's like, okay.
Just thought it was funny.
Yeah, like leave me alone.
You think that this picture of a hot dog that's eating a hamburger had meaning?
Exactly.
I feel really good for some reason when I compliment someone on a tattoo because I feel like there's a lot of people, and this is wrong to think, who are like, you're dumb for getting a tattoo. Why'd you do that?
No, I think that's not wrong though, because like especially a lot of people our age get tattoos, obviously, but like sometimes I feel like older generations like don't like tattoos.
Yeah.
Because they're like, oh, you can't get jobs if you have tattoos. But like it's becoming more normal. Like nobody cares.
Changed.
I have had professors that have like full sleeves.
Really?
Yes.
That's really
and
cool.
like gauges. I'm like, they don't care anymore.
Yeah,
But
it's just accepted.
I think I need to compliment people more because I like complimenting people, but then I forget to do it because I get scared.
You get scared to compliment them?
Yes.
Why?
Even though there's like, I don't know. But like it would probably make their day, to be honest, because whenever I get a compliment, I'm like, oh my God. And I think about it all day. But then sometimes I see people and I'm like, oh my God, this is scary though. Because like, what if they reject my compliment or something? Or what if they think I'm trying to hit on them? And I'm just trying to compliment. Like, I'm like, oh, I like your outfit.
You go through a whole spiral.
No, my scariest thing is like if I were to compliment somebody and they're with somebody, they'll be like, oh, thanks, this is my partner. And then I'm like, ah.
Oh, you read into this wrong.
Yes, because I feel like I've seen my friends do that. I don't know.
I feel like there's a very different energy when you're just complimenting, though, in comparison to flirting.
Oh, I agree. I just don't think that people know how to read it
Yeah.
sometimes.
Like,
even if I think somebody is flirting with me, I'm like, thanks. So I don't know why.
do you
I think
want
it would
chips with that?
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like you get that a lot at Moe's.
Yeah.
Audrey is the head food consultant at Moe's.
Oh, wow.
Is that your title?
No.
Can we pretend that it is?
We can pretend
Cool.
that is my title. I am the head food consultant at Moe's.
So you're the one who grades the burritos, make sure everybody has a good stock.
A good roll.
A good roll?
A good roll.
Oh, like in the, yeah. I thought you meant like a dinner roll.
Oh, no, I mean like that
Like-
the burritos are rolled correctly.
Oh, I was like, oh, like a roll at the restaurant, like making sure they fit in.
Oh, you said you were talking about burritos, so you
Yeah.
got my mind on that. I was trying to teach a kid how to roll a burrito today, and we tried it about 10 times, and homie was very confused.
It looks hard.
It's not. I was getting so frustrated because this kid was not listening to what I was saying, because you just fold the ends over
Yeah.
and then take your thumbs and flip it over, and then you shift your hands to the front, and he kept I was like, okay, just fold it over just like a little bit. So he was making like an accordion with the tortilla because he would fold it over and then take the end and then fold it back
and
over.
And then he'd start going
so then it wasn't, the tortilla wasn't covering the food.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, I couldn't get it through his head. So I gave up.
While you were talking, I got distracted because I was looking at your nails. And usually you have horror-inspired nails, but they look like they're from the movie Herbie Fully Loaded.
What? They're it.
Oh, they are it.
Oh my God. It's literally Georgie.
It's because they'd had the white and then the red stripe, so my brain was like Herbie Fully Loaded.
It's literally an eye. Look at the mouth. She did really
that
good.
That mouth is I like this one. There's so much detail in that.
She did this one better, but I broke it today at work, so I was very... I'm going to glue it back on.
Did you... I was about to ask if you slipped it in a burrito, just to see if
I should have. That would have been funny.
Yeah.
Except my manager would have known it was me.
Well, you could have said it's a prize.
So true.
One free trip to Mexico City. if you find the nail in your burrito. Most corporate can sponsor that, I think.
I feel like that would take a lot of convincing.
Well, it's like a golden ticket Willy Wonka kind of thing.
That is true. They
could just bring him up to the Moe's chocolate river.
The river of queso?
Yeah, the river of queso. Really hot and scary to get into because it just melts your skin.
Yeah, that sounds awful. And
there's just guac fields as far as the eye can see. It's really wet there. And the moisture's through the roof. Well, Willy Wonka clearly has to be dressed in like a tortilla robe that has a little, maybe like a bean belt. And it's like making the tortilla really wet. So it just starts dissolving the lower half. And slowly you realize.
It's actually a quick change outfit.
Yeah. He's just always ready to go. That was what he wore to the Met Gala. Mr. Mose. Joseph Mose.
Did you know Mo is actually an acronym?
What?
It is not a person. My coworker actually, she is 16. She just turned 17. If she were to see this, she would be very mad.
That you called her 16?
Yes, because in my head, she's always going to be a 16-year-old, and I said something about how she was 16, and she was like, I'm 17. And I was like, I know, it's just like the idea.
Yeah, of the age. So your 16-year-old coworker.
Yes, for her AP government class, she did a project on Moe's.
Okay.
And about like the government like food safety legislations and shit. Am I allowed to curse?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know. And so when she was like researching all of her Moe's things, she found out that Moe's is an acronym, but I forgot what the acronym is. It's like
even the S, even though it's possessive.
Yes, because I was like, somebody like made a joke about like who's Mo. I need to look it up now.
Okay, good. I'm excited to learn the deep
like
lore
Misfits,
of Moe's.
Outlaws or something, because I don't know.
Is Moe's also a punk band?
No, because it used to be like music themed.
Is that why Michael Jackson is all over every Moe's?
Yes.
I remember going to Moe's when I was little and looking up at the wall and thinking,
the name Moe's originated for the acronym Musicians, Outlaws, and Entertainers.
Entertain it.
And this theme led to the music-related artwork found in the original design.
Wow.
Musicians, outlaws, and entertainers.
I wonder how they got burritos out of that.
I have no idea, or why we have to be like, welcome to Mo.
Why you're so excited that someone has chosen Moe's.
A man looked at me dead in my eyes and started laughing at me after I said welcome to Moe's today, and then I started laughing back, and he was like, you sound pitiful. He was like, you sound so sad. And I was like, I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm a closer, and I opened the store this morning. I'm just a little tired. I'm a little out of it.
Such an intimate interaction with a guy you're about to give a burrito to.
I was like, okay, dude.
I'm so glad you came in.
The worst is when like the dads come in and like they beat you to saying welcome to Moe's. Like they'll walk in and they're like, welcome to Moe's. Like, really?
I'm fucking dumb today. Because when you said beat you, I was like, holy shit, they're coming in with like billy clubs and shit, jumping over the counter. Say it!
They like think it's really funny if they say it before you, and then you're like, okay. Like, I don't know what you want from me. I didn't see you walk in.
I've been here for hours, and now you want me. Are they excited to say it back to you also?
What?
Are they like, welcome to Moe's? And you're like, I work here.
I don't know. Like, I think I legitimately don't know what the motive is, other than I think that they think it's funny if they say it before us. I don't think they're saying it to us. Because, like, we're there.
Yeah.
That wouldn't make sense. But also, it wouldn't make sense to try and beat somebody to say something.
Or especially to beat them to say something.
Yeah, I think that's worse.
That's, well, arguably. Oops.
I think that is inherently worse.
Well, if you need to get something, like it's vital what you need, then it's okay. But it's acceptable.
Okay, but the argument is that it is
Okay,
worse than beating somebody to something. So if it's something that you need and you just get to it before them, that is better than beating somebody up for it, right?
In a race, like if it's a race and you're about to lose, that's when you can like Tanya Harding the person in front of you, and then it's okay to beat them. Then it's in the rules. But then you get
disqualified.
But if no one learns. You just don't show anyone. Even if you're out in the open, you throw like a rock, like a big hard rock.
Or you get somebody else to do it for you.
Yeah, and then it's black market, hands off.
I accept that answer.
See, there we go.
Yep.
Agreement reached. Handshake.
Agreement reached.
Your hands are hot.
I'm very warm. I'm wearing pants.
Why? It's like 100 degrees outside.
I don't like shorts.
I also don't like shorts that much, even though I wear shorts all the time. In high school, I fucking hated shorts, though. Yeah.
I mean, I have some long shorts, but I wore... Again, I'm on minimalist right now. I'm living minimalism, which is very hard for me as I have way too many clothes. And you only have like one pair of shoes, don't you? And I'm over here like, I am dying with two pairs. You only have one that you wear.
Yeah, I only have one that I wear.
The pink ones.
The pink ones, which I need to get a new version of because they are falling apart.
Oh, God. Rebuy the same ones?
Yeah, I want to buy
I would do that.
I love my pink shoes.
That's so valid. No, but I only have two pairs of shorts right now. Not only are they dirty, I wore them to work dirty, so they're like
coated.
I didn't wear them twice to work, but I'm saying like they are like that type of dirty.
Did you do, like, the inside out?
I wore them to work. No, I didn't wear them to work twice. What I'm saying is they're the type of dirty that is I wore them to work. So they smell like beef and beans and gross and sweat. And
you don't want like a dog chasing you here.
No. Also, I just don't want to like audibly smell when I walk in the door. I think that would be kind of nasty.
I'm used to Joaquin. He is a musk.
Joaquin's gonna be watching this from home, like.
Dude, I don't know if he watched the last episode. Joaquin,
were you guys making fun of him?
We didn't make fun of him, but I was expecting him. We said something.
We should actually ask him to text you something, or to text me something, like something random, and then see if he actually does it to see if he watches it.
Just text something
like let's pick something like a random word for him to text you, and then see if he does it. So that's like a test to see if he watched it, and then because if you ask him if he watched it and he says yes, I watch it, but he doesn't text you this word, then you'll know he doesn't watch it. Okay,
Joaquin, the word that you're gonna need to text me is sassafras.
Yes. And if you don't, then we know you didn't watch it.
If you don't, then you're going to get sassafras beat into you. We're going to get custom knuckle dusters with sassafras written on it. Dude, that would be cool. I'd love those.
I don't think you have enough hands for that. Oh, wait, I was imagining a letter
like
over
a letter
each,
for each.
A letter over
Maybe
each
you
knuckle.
can go under the toes as well. So it's
you could.
Sass and then frass.
And then you could get like kicks in too.
Yeah.
Brass toe knuckles. I guess they're still knuckles.
Oh, toe knuckles is a gross term.
I don't think I like that one.
I'm not a fan.
It's like toe fingers.
Do you use your toes like fingers sometimes? Like I can open doors with my feet.
I mean, I don't think I open doors with my feet very often, but like grab something off the ground, you know, I do that. I feel like I haven't been in many positions to open doors with my feet.
I just do it when like my hands are full and I know I forgot to open the door earlier. Like if I'm eating breakfast, I'll generally come up here and eat, but I'll forget sometimes that the door is closed. So I gotta like hold a plate of a bagel and an orange juice and then finagle my foot to get this door open.
If that happens, I like tuck things under my arm to get a hand free or like a couple fingers free. Like I'll stick two fingers out and like the door. The dreaded 2-finger touch. Yeah, because I think it makes logical sense that your first instinct would be like, oh, my hands are full, let me use my foot.
Go to feet.
Yeah.
I've talked about this with everyone. I don't know if I've talked about it with you yet. When we were filming the scene where I had to bite Madeline, who plays a character in our new film, on the neck, and she also was in Wrong Address with me. That was the only fucking scene Nana watched.
Yes.
It made me so uncomfortable.
I'm not really sure why she decided to like appear then.
Right? I love that she let us use her house. She was so nice for the whole thing. But that one moment, I was like, why do you have to watch me put my mouth fully on my friend's neck? Poorly.
Also, I think
times.
It was probably entertaining for her though, because we had to be like, what are you doing? Like multiple times.
I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know how to go in for the bite.
Are we just supposed to, okay.
I just wanted to sit in that silence. I was like, while we're being quiet, and then my brain went, sit in the silence until Audrey says something.
Well, I could have just kept sitting, but on podcasts, aren't you supposed to continually talk?
Yeah, you're supposed to talk all the time, but there should be no dead air.
Oh,
something that
shoot.
Really.
You gave me no directions for this, other than will you fill in
I just wanted to throw
Joaquin?
you in the deep end. That's what I did. I didn't know how to, because I don't know how to explain it. Like,
I thought that you guys had topics.
So did Chloe. Chloe was 100% certain that we had a list of shit that we talk about written out beforehand.
Isn't that how a normal podcast works?
No? I don't know.
Because like there's some that I watch and like they have like plans of what they're going to talk about. But also that might be because some of them are true crime, so obviously you have to do research for that. But even some of them are like about like random things, but like they'll have like a specific topic about each of them. But I guess I don't watch that many or listen to that many podcasts, so I probably can't speak on it.
There's been a few where we go in with an idea. Like I had one where I wanted to talk about cryptids, and then Joaquin and I didn't talk about cryptids for most of the episode, but more or less. And then there was one where we played the Newlywed Game, which was very fun. But more or less, we're just literally wading into shit and seeing what happens and seeing how far in we can get.
Okay.
That's why we always fucking land on Joaquin not knowing what a word is that I say, and then the conversation goes on for too long. I've instated a rule now where if he doesn't know a word that I have said or a phrase, because I do speak like a old 1920s radio announcer.
Yes, you do.
We've said that Isaac's word is gospel now. So if we have this come up, we ask Isaac, and whatever Isaac says, we take at face value.
Interesting.
Because I said the term to him, egg on my face. And then he was like, what the fuck does that mean? I was like, I can't.
I also don't know what that means.
Really? It's like, you look like an idiot.
I've never heard that.
I said, well, it looks like I've got egg on my face. That just means looks like I've
Okay, I think
done
in context,
yeah.
I think I would like be able to use context clues, but I've legitimately never heard anybody use that before.
I was writing a script the other day and I wrote the word balletic into it.
Like a ballad?
No,
like ballad-like?
Yeah, like ballad-like. Like I was using it more
like a song ballad type.
I was using it more in the terms of like graceful, like a ballet.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, ballet-like.
Yeah, because it's balletic.
Oh, okay.
And I told that to my mom, and she was like, "What the fuck are you even talking about?" And I was like, "Oh my god, it's spreading." The worst it has ever been was when I said the word cloche one time, which is like a metal dish that like butlers would have to carry food, and they like open it.
Okay.
I said it, and no one knew. Not my mom, not my nana, not my grandfather. Literally, no one in the entire world knew what this word, or at least my small circle of the world.
the entire world in my small circle.
It was crazy.
I would not have known that. Where do you hear these phrases and words? Like, do you hear them in movies? Like,
I think I just hear them in movies, yeah.
Okay.
If you ask my nana, though, she was like, "You have the vocabulary of someone who reads." And I was like, cool, but I think I got it from movies. And she went, no. I was like, okay, apparently not from movies.
I mean, the reading thing I think makes sense.
Yeah.
But like knowing you, it's definitely movies.
Definitely movies. I do not read I've been reading a book for like 8 months. So pretty proud of myself on that. There's minimal pictures.
Okay.
So I'm feeling pretty good about that. And it's not even a fiction book.
What is this book?
It's the autobiography of Mel Brooks.
Okay.
What was your favorite storybook when you were little? Like something that you would either read to yourself or your parents read you when you went to bed?
Cut the Baby in Half. But
Cut the Baby in half?
No. Okay, so I have like a significant memory of, so it's from like a Bible story or whatever. My mom would read me like Bible books. Mm-hmm. And my grandma came over and she said that she would read me a bedtime story, and so I like yelled like, cut the baby in half, cut the baby in half, cut the baby in half, like I wanna hear cut the baby in half. And my grandma was like, what is your mother reading you? Like, what are you talking about? But it was like this Bible story about like this baby. Mm-hmm. And
was
I
it
don't
Jesus?
like, no, maybe, probably. Okay. I'm assuming. I don't like remember now.
In
but
the Bible,
I think
there's only one baby, and
yes,
everybody
okay,
knows
so
it's
it was
Jesus.
Jesus.
I'm making that up.
No, but it was like a random. It was like a random Bible story, so it like very well could have been Jesus, but it also might not have been.
Yeah, his brother Jacob.
Yeah. And I think there was like two women. I want to say maybe one of them was Mary, but I also have no clue because I do not remember this story other than they cut the baby in half, except they didn't cut the baby in half. So these two women are fighting over the baby, and then God is like, which you guys have to decide who keeps the baby, or we can just cut the baby in half. And then the women that was the woman, not
God?
women, the woman that was like, yes, let's cut the baby in half. There was one that said that, and then the other one was like, no, she can have it. I don't want him to get cut in half. Like, it'll hurt him. So then God gave the baby to the woman that was like, I don't want to cut the baby in half.
Moral of the story, don't kill babies.
What I got from it was the story was called Cut the Baby in Half, and that was my favorite story.
Wow.
Or the Scooby-Doo thin little books. I think I actually still have a bunch of them.
I have
that
one of my
you would
favorites.
get like at the book fair.
Yeah.
Or something. Yeah, and they were like all different ones.
I have a Spider-Man one where at the end he solves the day by cloning wiener dogs. It comes out of nowhere. He's fighting the Green Goblin and Venom. And at the end he's like, wiener dogs!
Wiener dogs. Very random add-in.
My mom, I was like 5 when I was first reading that, so she was reading it to me. And she saw that and she went, this is the funniest book I have ever read.
That's good.
I was not expecting a full cut the baby in half out of that question. I have to be honest. Like, you caught me off guard.
Well, that's why I started laughing immediately and was like, well, because that's the first thing that comes to mind.
Yeah.
You were expecting like the Scooby-Doo books.
No,
like
I wasn't.
Second
I
answer?
had an answer in my head, but I wasn't expecting.
What did you think it was going to be?
I didn't know. I had my answer.
Oh, I thought you were saying you had a...
No.
Oh, I see, I
know,
see.
I don't know. Maybe you were going to say War and Peace. Like, that's my guess.
But definitely not Cut the Baby.
Not Cut the Baby in Half. I was not ready for Cut the Baby in Half. Did you fucking see that they are making a live action Monster High?
No.
Dude, I'm dead serious.
Is it based off of the books?
I don't know. I only saw some like behind the scenes stuff on Instagram.
I'm not even going to lie. I am really scared now because they have to do it correctly.
They do. There's
they
a
have
lot.
to do it correctly because they like rebooted the animated stuff and it was awful. Like the child in me was like hurt when I watched it.
For backstory, one day as I believe I was 18,
seniors in
high school, you came over to my house and we watched Monster High.
All of them
for maybe like 8 hours.
Yep, we had a marathon.
We had a full Monster High marathon. So you've made me, even though I didn't really like any of them, you've made me a fan. Like, I'm excited about Monster High stuff.
Like, I don't... Yeah, good.
Yes. You're glad you've affected me in that way?
Yes. I mean, the thing is, like, the movies aren't, like, good per se, but I think it's, like, the nostalgia of them for me.
They're good kids movies.
Yeah, they're good kids movies, but, like, to watch now, it's like, okay.
Yeah.
But, like, for me, I'm like, I'm so excited because I loved it as a child.
Yeah. It's like how we sing all the Hex Girl songs when we watch Scooby-Doo.
Exactly.
I saw, like, the image and I was like, oh, wow. I'm timid. Because it was also, like, a bad picture.
Okay.
But
I'm really worried.
I think I saw Frankie Stein, and I was like, oh, because they like just put her in face paint.
Oh.
So I was like, maybe this will look better. But I feel like, who's to say? I also don't know if it's like a movie or a series. I think it's on Paramount Plus for some reason. So
okay.
Looks like
interesting.
We're gonna have to invest in some Paramount Plus for when Monster High comes out.
I think so, and then I think we should do a review.
We should. You'll come back on the podcast and we'll do another We should do a watch through.
Oh God, I don't know if there would be a big target audience for that.
Oh no, everyone who watches this absolutely was here for that. Everybody who watches this grew up on Monster High. I know
That's true. It's a certain type of person. Not everybody can grow up on Monster High.
Not everyone, especially, but you know when someone has because they end up looking like they could attend Monster High.
Yeah. I like how you...
I was gesturing to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like you'd fit in well.
My Frankenstein boots.
Your Frankenstein boots.
I also dressed up as Monster High for
Halloween.
Halloween.
You did. That was a good costume. Didn't you do two of them?
No, my second costume for Halloween this year was Ice King from Adventure Time.
For some reason I thought you did two. You went to two different things as two different Monster High people.
No, but I think when I posted on Instagram, I said like winter or something. So like it was kind of a theme, but not on purpose.
Yeah.
I did dye my hair for that though. That's why I started doing the platinum, but then I ended up liking it because I was Abby Abominable.
Because your hair was blonde before you started dyeing it, this has just become like your default hair color in my mind, this platinum color.
No, I
Because you've
agree.
had it for so long.
Yeah, this is. I really need to.
Audrey has platinum hair, by the way. I don't know if you picked that up, audio listeners.
Yeah, I currently have platinum hair. The roots are really grown out though. But I really need to re-dye the roots. But as soon as I re-dye the roots, I'm going to dye it neon peach. Because I let my 16-year-old, my coworker.
Your 16-year-old.
She is my 16-year-old.
Yes.
But she's actually 17.
Okay, good.
But she's like, no, it's really funny because I was actually talking about this with Ksenia yesterday. I was like, it's so hard to explain this character in my life because she is like my child and my little sister at the same time. But I'm like, but I can't like call her my friend because I feel like that's like morally wrong because I am her manager at work, and we're like she's like going into her junior year of high school and I'm going into my junior year of college.
Yeah.
So it's like I feel like that's like seems so wrong to say that. But I'm like, this
as
is
long
just
as you're
my
not
teenager.
like grooming.
No, I'm not. But I'm like, I feel like to an outside perspective, it might seem weird that I'm like, oh, this is like one of my best friends. But like, she is.
Yeah.
She's mini me is what we call her at work because we have a lot. Like everybody like says that she reminds them of me. So
she's your daughter.
Exactly. She's my daughter, essentially. Yeah. Yes. She calls me Momdry. I won't even lie.
That's awesome.
Which I'm really scared that she will say that in front of my general manager because my general manager does not want me to be friends with my coworkers.
Why?
Because he says that it's work and you shouldn't be friends with them. But my thing is I think that people should respect you. If they respect you as a person, they're going to do what you tell them to do.
Yeah.
If I ask them to do something, they're going to do it. But if they resent you and you're like a bitch, they're not going to do it. Like,
they will give you no
like
respect.
You'll ask them to like restock the cookies and they'll put 2 cookies in it.
Yeah.
When it's like empty and you're like,
why did I tell you?
Yes. And then you have to do it yourself. So
as you learned on the set, I like to go for a fear-mongering approach where everyone is cowering because I'm screaming all the time. But to each their own, to each their own.
The people that you're with are also your friends.
Yeah, and I like them to be scared.
Kate is gatekeep to the max because
to the max.
Oh, she's like gatekeeping Moe's currently. She's really mad because we have a bunch of new employees and she wants them all to leave. Like she's like, I don't want any new coworkers, even though we are severely understaffed and we need them. But she's like,
we operate the ship how I want to do it.
She's like, no. And like gatekeep with music. My sister told me that her boyfriend, she left her toothbrush at his house and he started using it.
Oh.
And he knew it was hers.
No.
We were on Discord with him, like watching a show when we were at the beach. And she was telling me about this. And he was like, yeah, what about it? Like, he owned that shit, too.
There is no level of intimacy where that's okay.
I mean, I was kind of like, I guess, if you're, like, kissing them, you kind of, like, are getting their, like, spit in your mouth, but...
It's so different.
Yeah.
It's so different.
Yeah.
You could...
I tried to make him feel better because my sister was going in on him, so I was like, it's kind of like swapping spit, but it does feel like a different level.
Somebody could come up to me and say, we've been dating for 15 years. The other day I ate their ass. I'd still be uncomfortable with the toothbrush.
I'm sorry, my brain did not comprehend what you just said. You said you've been dating somebody eating ass and then toothbrush.
Yeah, that's it. Like they could because that's.
I don't understand. Where does the eating ass come in?
Because that feels grosser than using someone else's toothbrush.
The story did not make coherent sense in my head.
So someone has come up to me.
Okay.
They have been dating for 15 years, maybe.
Okay.
They say, look, we're very intimate with each other. Something we do, we eat ass. That's just something they enjoy.
Okay.
And then they're like, we also share toothbrushes. Oh, gross!
Oh, that is what you would find gross.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like in a public setting, we're in a fancy restaurant, and they're trying to keep it like low. I would burst up from the table at the toothbrush thing, flip the table.
I understand.
When I went to film camp, my parents were dropping me off. They'd already been divorced. I don't know why we all went together. But my dad and me and my mom ate at a pizza restaurant while we were down there, and they were playing tennis in there. And I went, oh, look, they're playing tenor. And my dad went, it's called tennis. I was like, well, clearly I'm only going to call it tenor now. So I had a really long, like, the tenor ball's going all over the court right now. Look at this. And my dad was just sitting there eating the pizza. And I was like, this is the happiest moment of my life. Because I could be peak annoying with one word.
Yeah.
It felt good.
I'm sure it didn't. Also, why was he so pressed?
I don't know.
About tennis. Like the name of tennis?
You'd think.
Like you misspoke, I'm assuming, right?
Nope, said it on purpose.
Oh, you did it on purpose.
I might have actually misspoke, but then just ran with it.
Well, yeah. That's what I was imagining. Like he didn't have to get so pressed in the beginning.
You'd think at that point, like you've known me for 6 years. If I did that, you'd be like, yeah, that's him.
Yeah. I would just be like, yas, tenor.
Yas. Serena Williams. Hit that ball. Go across the court. 30 love.
I've been conditioned to say yas. It's very bad.
Conditioned?
Yes, because all my friends say it. So then I'll be at work and somebody will do something stupid and I'll be like, yes.
It's so funny.
Because I'm like, it's just like, it's good to say when you don't know what to say.
Yeah, it's a good, like
even if you hate something, if you love something, just,
yes.
I don't hate it. I'm not going to lie.
I like it. I'll go out on a limb. I like it. I'm a fan.
No, I think I do like it. I don't know if I like the whole like, ya slay.
Oh, the full
Boots,
expression.
like that, all
boots?
that.
Boots? What's boots? I've never heard
Like,
boots.
Slay the house down boots.
Oh, of course.
You don't know that one?
No, that sounds...
No, it's slay the house down boots.
I don't know. Slay the house down boots.
No, slay the house down.
Oh,
Boots.
separately boots.
Yes.
Oh.
Like stomping
boots.
on the house.
Oh.
Slay the house down. Boots. Like with boots. Except
Yes.
you don't say with. I don't know what it's from, but I have heard people say it. Do you want to know something?
Yes.
Okay.
That's the whole point of a podcast.
Sorry. No, I have been adopting gatekeeping a little bit. Just a teeny bit.
Good, as everyone should.
And all of a sudden, Pass the Dutchie from Scooby-Doo. Spooky Island.
Good.
Scooby-Doo #1. Not actually Spooky Island, but I call it Spooky Island.
You do? They confused the shit out of me when we started talking about Scooby-Doo for the first time. You kept calling it Spooky Island. And I was like, I don't know
It's
what
like
that
the most
is.
logical name for it.
It is. It should be called that.
Yeah, because #2 was Monsters Unleashed.
Yeah.
So Pass the Dutchie, the song where it's like, Pass the Dutchie, one left hand side. Yeah, became popular on TikTok.
Okay.
And I was sitting over here like an idiot because I hadn't seen the new season of Stranger Things.
Okay. I was expecting you to say Scooby-Doo, but okay.
No, I hadn't seen the new season of Stranger Things. And so I'm like scrolling through on TikTok on like the For You page and it keeps coming up. And I am just like getting so frustrated because I'm like, why is my song from the Scooby-Doo soundtrack getting popular on TikTok? Like, this is my song. It's anybody's song who likes Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, it's a Scooby-Doo exclusive.
It's a Scooby-Doo song. It's from the soundtrack, even though it was not made for the soundtrack. It was just put on the soundtrack.
Yeah.
But in my head, this is what I'm thinking. And then all of a sudden, a video comes up on my For You page, and it's somebody, and they're like, everybody loves this song from Stranger Things, but I saw it from, and then it like shows a clip of Scooby-Doo. And I was like, so I am actually an idiot. And it is in Stranger Things. And that is why it has become popular.
We should have looped back around to Scooby-Doo. They should have like brought it back into the pop culture. That's the best way to do it.
Yes.
Did I text you? I saw that they were doing a 3-night limited Airbnb where you could sleep in the Mystery Machine from those movies.
What?
I saw it too late to spend all my money on it, but I was like, you got to have a Zoom call with Matthew Lillard. Like, I was like, this is so cool.
I am in love with Matthew Lillard.
He's awesome.
He is the best ever. Did I tell you that me and Melissa, my old roommate for podcast,
I liked they had no reference of Melissa, and like you could have just said it and like you're your friend, they would have assumed, but then you're like my old roommate. That's the only person you've clarified for. You haven't clarified for Ksenia. Anyone else?
Oh dang, Ksenia is my best friend.
40 minutes later.
Ksenia is one of my best friends. Anyways, Melissa and I watched like, we tried to watch every Matthew Lillard movie ever last summer.
Did you do it?
No.
Oh.
But we got through a good chunk of them, and oddly, a lot of them, Freddie Prinze Jr. was also in.
Yeah, that is.
Like,
I've noticed
a remarkable amount of them. We were like, holy shit. I think SLC Punk is one. You need to see that.
I do need to see that.
I got a gigantic poster.
We need to do that 90s movie night thing that we had discussed.
I agree.
That would be fun.
Also, I don't know what is up with me and like gatekeeping lately, but one of my friends posted Matthew Lillard from SLC Punk on their story, who was not Melissa. And I've never heard them talk about it before, and told everybody to watch the movie. And I was like, that's my movie.
I'm going to kill you.
Yeah, but I literally swiped up and I was like, oh my God, I love that movie too. And she was like, yes, it's so good. And then I'm like, why are these thoughts entering my brain?
Yeah.
Like, why am I doing this? And it's just a recent thing. Like, normally I'm like, I want everybody to like all the same things that I do. But lately I've just been like, that's my movie, which is so stupid. I
have been very much trying to anti-gatekeep with Superman. I've been specifically trying to get people to like Superman.
I don't.
I know you don't.
Yeah.
We didn't go into it, but I know that you don't.
Yeah.
And I know when your birthday is, and I'm definitely getting you a Superman comic book that you will like. I'm getting you also a good gift, but
okay.
I'm getting you a Superman comic book.
You already got me a gift. We're going to see Curtis Connor.
Yeah, but I found something cool that I wanted to. What?
I don't like receiving gifts.
It's your birthday. That's the thing that happens.
No.
You fucking yes. That's the one holiday. No. It's like if it's this fucking horrible act, I'm gonna burn you at the. I'm going to burn you at the cross of presents. No, it's just. I'm getting you a cool thing. I found something cool. I was like, you'd like that.
I'm excited now, I guess. Dude.
I guess. Hey, I'm getting you something really fucking cool for your birthday. I think you'll like it. Oh, shit. Go away.
I don't know how to receive gifts because then I feel like I need to give you a gift in return.
You can on my birthday, but you don't have to give me a gift on your birthday.
But I want to give a gift back. Oh, Ksenia bought both of the things that I was going to buy her for her birthday. She sends me like a Snapchat and she was like, oh my God, I bought platform cowgirl boots and a backdrop for my photography. And I was like, bruh. I literally Snapchatted her back and I was like, dude, you bought both of the things that I was thinking about getting. And then I was like, I thought you might buy the boots. So my backup was the backdrop because you said it was really expensive and you weren't going to be able to get it anytime soon. And you just bought it.
Can we roll back to platform cowboy boots? Because those sound amazing.
Oh my God. Yeah, no, we were in Boone and we saw this girl and she had on like black platform embroidered cowgirl boots and they were the coolest things ever, and she asked her where she got them from, and I saved the website because Ksenia was talking about how she liked it, and then she freaking bought.
She really swiped that from you.
Yeah, well no, because I even told her, I was like, dude, I literally saved the website on my phone, like this was a plan.
Wow, Ksenia, you really fucked up your own birthday. I know that you're an avid listener of the podcast.
She told me to get a different pair of platform cowboy boots though.
Oh, okay, that's
she was
cool.
like, just give me a different pair, I still want others. So I guess that's what I'm going to do, but she knows her gift now, so that's kind of lame. Because I wanted it to be like something cool, like I like it when like if you mention something in passing that you want and somebody like listens to that and then they like go and buy it for you. I think that like means so much more. Or like they pick something that you like actually like, you know?
Yeah.
Because like sometimes people get you things and you're like, thanks. But it's like not something that you would like realistically use, you know?
Yeah.
But then it's like, if it's like a specific item that you had like talked about getting, but you're like, I probably won't.
Yeah.
And then they go buy it. That shit's so cool to me.
The present I have for you is definitely very in the middle of those two things. Because it's not something you'll ever use. I don't think you have a thing to use this, but I still think you'll think it's cool.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. But I feel like you have a good judgment on stuff that I would like.
Yeah. It's because you like everything I like.
Pretty much, yeah.
I was really antsy. I got Isaac a really cool present for his birthday, and I couldn't hold it in anymore. I saw him, I think, yesterday. And I was like, I gotta tell you what I got. So his favorite superhero is a guy called Darkhawk.
Okay.
Who's like a super D-list character.
Oh, DC or Marvel?
Marvel.
I've never heard of him.
I have never read a single comic with the guy, and also the name is quite unfortunate, I think, because if you say it too fast, it does sound like Darkhawk.
Yes.
But I went out really easily and just got him the first ever issue of it.
Oh,
and I was like, I think that's
so
really cool. And I was gonna wait until his birthday, but he was over. I was like, I want to tell you what your present is.
I do the same thing whenever I buy something for somebody. I can't hold it in.
If I've bought it, that's when I can't hold it in. If I'm just thinking about it, I can hold it in. That's why I haven't bought your present yet. And that's why I'm not like, here's what it is, because I can hold it in. Because right now I don't physically have it.
I also have a fear of people buying the gift that I buy for them. Specifically Ksenia. There has been a time where I had to tell her not to buy something because she'll talk about something for like a week and then buy it. And you're like, how are people supposed to buy presents for you when you go and buy the things you want right away?
Yeah, it's a lot easier when you're like a little kid and you're like, I like Legos, and then someone gives you a shit ton of Legos. You're like, great. But as an adult, you have to be like, oh, what's thoughtful?
Yes. I think I am going to start doing letters with gifts because I think that would be cool.
Oh, yeah,
Like write somebody a letter. Not like a card, like an actual letter.
Oh.
With like a wax seal
really
or something.
Oh, cool.
That would be cool.
That's awesome.
Because like that is like thoughtful.
That's super thoughtful.
Even if you like miss on the gift, if you write them like a really nice note, it'll make up for it. I think.
I will say I'm just not functioning today because when you said a letter, my brain was like, oh, like H.
Yeah, H.
H. Just everyone gets H.
True.
That's a very thoughtful thing to do for a gift.
And it's also kind of covering my own ass in case I get a bad gift.
Oh yeah, but then you're like, here's the insurance plan. Please sign on the dotted line.
I do think that would be cool.
Yeah.
I think it's nice.
There was a period of time where me and Madeline and Camilla would write each other letters.
Yeah,
at peak of COVID.
Also did that. Mia and her entire friend group, like Madeline, Camilla, Reese, and them, we would do snail mail. This was before COVID, but we would like give each other letters with wax seals in the middle of the hallways.
So you have a wax seal already?
Yes.
That's cool.
Mia actually had an alarming amount, and I believe she left a couple at my parents' house.
That's really fucking cool.
Yeah.
It's so like
And we
gothic.
called it the snail mail group chat because we would all write each other letters.
That's awesome. That's so cool.
It makes sense that you would be writing letters with them because they definitely were very into it.
Yeah, it's fun.
I think it's so fun. Like, it's physical in
Yeah.
your hand.
It's also... I've learned
You
since
have to take time to do it.
Since I'm out of like school now, I'm never writing, and I wrote something the other day like by hand. I was like, oh my god, my whole arm hurts. It's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, I don't like write like I'll like do like equations on paper, but I don't like take any notes on paper. Which I feel like in high school I took notes on paper sometimes.
Yeah, I remember some classes in high school were like, hey, you have to take notes on paper.
Yeah, I hated those.
Yeah.
The timer's over. Is it over now?
Yeah, it's over now.
Okay.
Get out of my house.
Oh.